All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C and superfruit acerola. My name's Big DeFreezy. To my left, we got David, that boy rough.
Man, I hate to start the pod off on this note, but it appears that Britney Spears ran out of gas on the highway and cops were called to help her out. This is all according to TMZ. And looked like a scary situation, you know. Her car ran out of gas. I don't know if you guys have ever been there. I have. It's not fun.
It's Britney, bitch.
Sure. That's probably what she said when she called.
As the cops showed up and they're like, oh my gosh, she's like, yeah, it's Britney, bitch.
I'm going to double down, as I often do on bad news. MTV Jersey Shore 2.0 production halted. There's trouble on the shore. Did you guys have any interest in watching that? Maybe doing like a recap pod?
Absolutely not.
Maybe fill in for our Bachelorette.
We can't step on Micah's toes when it comes to Jersey Shore. Everyone knows that that's just his bag.
I got my plate full with Love Island right now. Everybody knows that.
Mr. Full Plate himself. Microwave salmon. Dylan Shivery.
Oh, microwave salmon.
You definitely have at some point.
I mean, I've reheated it. Yeah.
There you go.
Weren't you a big fan of those Salmon Sisters commercials from football season a couple years ago?
The Salmon Sisters.
I don't know who that is, man.
What are they doing?
Did you not watch football a couple years ago? Because the Salmon Sisters were on every commercial break.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, it was terrible. I mean, I respect the Salmon Sisters and everything they do, but I couldn't get over the fact that they were called the Salmon Sisters.
Is their name salmon?
No.
Or do they just eat a lot of it?
No, they fish for salmon in Alaska.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
Got their own
No,
line
like
of boots.
objectively, like pretty dope. Like they actually have a cool website. They do cool stuff. Their salmon looks delightful.
Salmon swim against the stream and like other ones swim with it.
See, if I was a fish,
What would you do? Where would you swim?
I'd go with the stream just because it's easier.
Would you be a saltwater guy? Would you be a stream guy?
I'm unsalted.
Okay.
Well, I grew up on Lake Michigan, dog.
Okay.
I'm not going to claim saltwater fish. That would be disingenuous.
The Great Lakes are
I live
too
the
big.
salt life.
Dude, they're great.
I've been a salt life guy. I was born in the salt.
I think instead of just truck nuts for too much dip next season, I think y'all should just have
Salt
free
life?
reign to decorate the back of someone's car. Not just truck nuts.
No.
I'm talking Salt Life stickers.
Every time we try to do a bet, it never happens.
Dude, the truck nuts falling off of KJ's car the same day that he put them on and then never having to put them back on. That's something that needs to get talked about more.
I think they fell off. Yeah. Well, are you suggesting maybe that there was some foul play?
All I'm saying is that if the bet was that he had to have them on there for a month, them falling off is not a good enough excuse to not have them on there. If he was interviewing for jobs and having to drive places and do that kind of thing, I might get it.
Something like that happens. And KJ, you know, he has the nuts on the back of his vehicle for, I don't know, 100 miles on his way back up to Dallas. And you guys want me to like get my skin like permanently inked or get my beehole bleached. And
We don't want you to. It's just that's the way it fell.
The beehole thing. No.
Yeah, but you've made a deal. You've made a deal with us.
I didn't make a deal with either one of you on the beehole thing, just for the record. It was a different podcast under a different company.
Still, it's your modus operandi.
Don't start throwing legal jargon
It's
at me.
your MO. You're calling you Big Mo.
Is that what that stands for?
Dude, it's your e pluribus unum.
Not Big Mo. I don't think that's that Big Mo.
No.
Dude, it's your lorem ipsum
Your
to do
MO?
this.
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
Modus operandi.
Who knew that? Besides Dave. No one.
I've always just in my head said that it's my main obligation.
I've always just ignored it.
This is my main obligation right now.
Latin. If you don't understand it, it's probably Latin or some shit, you know?
It is, I think.
I've
It's gotta
never
be,
I've
obviously.
never gotten why people take Latin these days. I understand a
They
lot of these
offered it in
languages.
high school.
It's a
and
dead
I
language.
I never got it.
It's a dead language, David.
Yeah.
No one speaks
Dead
it.
people speak it.
Zombies.
If you go to a mass, maybe certain places. Did you see Pauly Shore, or not Pauly Shore, Pauly D? This would be great if it was Pauly Shore. He issued a statement after they announced that they were going to do a reboot of Jersey Shore.
Mm-hmm. Read
He
it in
did
his
the
voice.
notes app.
Read it in his voice.
And it's a cast that took it.
It's not how he talks. It's not Jay Wow.
Oh my God. As a cast that took a chance with a network in need, we put our most vulnerable moments on television for the world to see. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that did rhyme. Kind of. We gave our all over the past 13 years, became a family, and continue to open our lives for the world. So please understand that we are not in support of a version that will exploit our original show, our hard work and authenticity to gain viewers. Don't forget to tune into an all-new season of Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Hashtag We Are Jersey Shore. This is all in the Notes app. So, not a fan.
I feel like these cast members have enough of a following at this point that they don't need to keep doing Jersey Shore on what he described as a dying network. I'm assuming he's talking about MTV.
Music television.
At what point is them going to the Jersey Shore and taping this show setting their careers back?
You know what Parks' favorite channel is on just cable television?
MTV.
Right.
It's MTV.
Why? Because he just watches...
He loves Ridiculousness, which plays pretty much around the clock on that channel. That's all it is. He loves it.
I mean, that's understandable. Our parents were probably like, God, like, how can these guys watch like Rugrats for the millionth time?
I think he has a crush on Chanel West Coast.
Maybe.
I used to back in her heyday.
Can you imagine bringing a girl home to your parents and being like, "Hey, Mom and Dad, meet my girlfriend, Chanel West Coast."
Chanel West Coast.
What did she do to like? Was she famous before the show?
I think
she got famous on Fantasy Factory.
It was a factory where they
go ahead.
What show
fulfilled their fantasies.
I just did
the Ludacris song.
Luda.
I'm proud of you when you said the word zombie earlier for not singing zombie immediately after.
Did.
I had to turn my head away from you and act like I didn't care about you.
Oh, he's going to do the thing. I can't wait. And then I didn't do it. I'm sorry to all y'all. It's still early in the episode, though.
I don't understand how you're chili.
Chili dog.
I don't really like it with beans typically, but I will eat it with beans.
Ever since this wall went up,
I like to put sliced pickled jalapenos in there as well.
It's very hot.
Oh, you're a pickled jalapenos guy in your chili?
That's the only way I eat jalapenos.
No, I like the fresh boys.
Oh, I don't like pickles.
Fresh is too hot, dog.
I like
Something
the fresh
about
boys.
the pickles. It just doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, it doesn't. I will take out a lot of the seeds if there's a lot of seeds in that jalapeno, but I appreciate some chopped jalapeno.
Pickle me, daddy. That's what I always say when I buy my jalapenos at the store.
I can see Dylan be like, I don't want the dollop of sour cream. That's a little too fat.
No, I like
dollop's a good word.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know exactly what I'm doing. If I ask for a dollop, you can't fuck that up.
Give me a dollop,
Just a dollop. Sometimes you can toss some Greek yogurt in there if you're trying to get a healthy alternative. You ever done that?
No, I don't do that shit, man.
Okay.
$1 million worth of game. It's our new podcast. Check it out.
But back to my sweatshirt. It's chilly in here. What do you want from me?
At some point you became a guy in the office who's messing with the thermostat because he's cold.
These are so heavy, these sweatshirts.
Good. They should be. Shout out to if anyone won the Wash Media giveaway, your sweatshirts are in the mail.
There you are.
Get excited about it. Get excited about it. You guys are getting some high quality stuff.
We're getting a door today, allegedly.
Yeah, new studio update.
And there's a chance they show up in the middle of the podcast, even though I said please schedule with us beforehand before you show up.
They won't.
But the guy kind of just does his own thing.
Yeah.
The contractor?
Yeah.
What's his name? Marty?
John.
Sure.
I like Marty though.
His name's John.
We can call him Marty.
McFly.
Well, so we moved into this. We moved into our new studio a few months ago, and it wasn't somewhere that was originally made to be a podcast studio.
No.
So what we've had to do since moving in here is install a wall, which we've done. I'm actually surprised by how fast we got that wall in. We move slow around these parts, and now we're just waiting on the door that will complete the wall. Instead, we just have a wall with a giant hole in it. Today might be that day.
I'm worried about the temp in here. I'm going to shoot you straight because I'm warm without the door.
Ooh,
when they get this door in here.
You got one vent?
Yeah, Dylan's going to have to start we're going to have to start turning it down even more, and Dylan's going to be freezing.
I'm going to take my sweatshirt off.
You're going to be fine.
No, it's going to look good when we get it. I'm excited for this door.
I feel like I should be the one complaining about the temperature since I'm the complainer.
You have your arms crossed like you are cold.
No, people cross their arms when they're content in conversation. Everyone knows that.
Everyone
knows that. If your arms are crossed in a conversation, that means you're super content and you're listening to people and you're enjoying yourself.
Or you have pit stains.
Or you're cold.
Yeah. Or you're at a golf tournament talking to people that you're trying to network with and you have really bad pit stains.
Sure. Pull back the curtain. When we were considering what kind of wall to put in, we kicked around a garage door. I'm glad we didn't do that. This is very adequate.
We also considered putting in a giant flat screen television that just played The Wall on repeat. Executive produced by LeBron James.
That was never under discussion whatsoever.
Well, I brought it up and then I got shut down pretty quick.
I wanted it to just be a big whiteboard wall.
That would have been sweet.
So like you could do like a math formula, and then maybe like the janitor would see it and he would solve it for you.
We can get a dry erase and mark up these glass panels. Just
Might be fun.
What, you think we're in some fucking movie?
He was
Last weekend
he was
was a
just
movie.
referencing directly a movie. So what do you want?
You think we're in The Social Network?
Jesus, you don't put algorithms up there?
I think we need at least one algorithm.
Abby did this to me in the conference room the other day. I walked in and he was just putting out a straight up formula. I was like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm just working out some numbers in my head.
It was y equals mx plus b.
Yeah. He was trying to figure out what x equaled. What's your favorite formula?
Probably that one.
Yeah,
Or
me
the
too.
Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah.
I don't like formulas.
I like baby formula. Hard to get these days.
I'm getting really into Formula 2 racing.
Didn't
by
we
the way.
fly some over?
Why? You don't even watch Formula One every weekend.
No, I'm more into Formula 2.
Michael Massey quit today. How do you feel about that, Dylan?
You know, it was probably about time.
Why?
Is he trash?
He wasn't really doing it. You know, he wasn't cutting it. He needs to focus on other things.
Do you know what role he played in F1?
He's going to focus on his family.
I don't know who that is.
He was the guy who made the decision last year that eventually just gifted Verstappen
Yeah, the
the
asterisk.
championship.
Yeah, noted asterisk championship winner.
I don't see any asterisk.
Wow.
I don't see any asterisk.
No, they're not like the Astros.
Yeah.
Sheesh. And this is on the heels of a Houston meetup, and you're really going to go at them like this in their time of
I'm
need?
not going to hide my disdain for the Houston Astros.
Should we each say our least favorite thing about Houston now that we don't have a meetup scheduled there? We can't get
No.
run up on.
No, I still love the people there, man.
My least favorite thing there is the traffic. Have you guys seen this? We did drive while we were there. I drove where the guy proposed to his fiance in the middle of the highway.
Oh my God.
It is a beautiful
That
view of
was
the
in
city.
Houston?
Yeah, it is a beautiful view of the city. But imagining a guy doing that,
How pissed would you be?
I mean, dude, like you can't, especially in Houston, a
Wait,
city
wait,
like
wait.
Houston, you can't do that.
So he stopped traffic?
Yeah.
to propose.
Dave, we broke this on PGP.
Are you serious? This is an old story?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, the dude stopped traffic in the morning, so people were commuting in, and he proposed in the middle of the highway because it had a really nice view of Houston. It does have a beautiful view of the skyline, but to stop traffic so that you can propose to somebody in a city like Houston is just inexcusable.
Yeah, I'm against that anyway, really.
Just
Even
don't
if it was like a farm to market road.
At no point when I was proposing to Sally did I think to myself, I'm going to do this in the middle of a highway.
What a dumbass.
Yeah.
He got arrested, right?
I don't know. He got
He
in I think he got in trouble at least.
I think he got arrested.
I think he just I don't think he deserves like, any kind of punishment outside of just public
do.
humiliation.
I think
reckless
20,
driving.
20 years in
I think he should have to I think he should have to clean up that stretch of highway.
20 years in federal penitentiary.
That seems aggressive.
Can you still adopt a highway? We should do that.
And you got to take care of it. It's the whole thing.
I don't know if you do. We'll get community service hours so we can graduate.
I like to get my chunks of highway from breeders. I don't adopt them.
You go straight to the
I get you.
Yeah.
No, you can get like we can get our little Washed Media logo on there. People will drive by and see it. And
Hey.
like, oh, they did a good thing.
Oh,
Look out for a billboard.
Those guys are out there picking up trash.
Please let me buy a billboard. Just one.
Let's get a quote. Can we put Abby on that?
My dream is all I want is between Austin and Houston or Austin and Dallas.
Abby,
I just want us to have a billboard, and all the billboard says is bored, listen to circling back.
This is what we call a shiny object in the business book world.
No, it would be actually not good if it was shiny because if people were driving, it
like
could
that
reflect
building
into
on
their
Rainy
eyes.
Street.
We could put like a little
matte finish.
We could put like a little twirly thing at the top of
Matt's
the billboard that reflected light so that people would look up at it.
That seems dangerous.
No, they have that at the In-N-Out on South Lamar.
Abby, see what you can do. Do some research.
Yeah, we're getting a billboard.
Like a month.
The only good billboards are the ones that say, "Don't think billboards work? Just did." Like, oh,
Got me.
fucking,
Dude, when I was in 8th grade basketball, when I made the A team, They used to call me Will Boards because I was just fucking cleaning up on rebounds.
Dude, I bet y'all were so good.
Dude, I was the backup power forward, dog.
Which AAU team are you on?
Dude, I'd handle.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like Van Exel?
That's the only team that we were required to wear a jock strap.
I don't even think I wore a jock
Dude,
strap in
we were
basketball.
required. Dude,
In
I feel like no one made you wear jock straps after like 1985.
That's gotta be so uncomfortable.
It was. It's part of the reason I didn't like being on the team. I was like, why am I wearing a jock strap? There's no butt
That's
coverage on these
freaking
things.
weird.
I did wear a cup in hockey.
When you
That was
wear
a
a jock
must.
strap, are you supposed to wear underwear over it so you don't have your butt all exposed?
No, it's funnier in the locker room. You
There's-
just got a cup on and butt out.
There's just
we
fannies
wore-
out.
We wore cups in baseball until like high school. I was like, I've never been hitting the nuts. I play outfield. This is unnecessary. So I stopped wearing a cup.
I understand wearing a cup in a sport where the ball is like that hard, but like no one's getting hit in the nuts in basketball.
When I was on that hot
Isn't it-
corner,
No, there's no
When I was
cup
sitting
though.
on
It's
third,
more
I
for
wore one.
support.
Yeah, but it's just but you can put a cup in there. But like,
But no one's doing that. I mean,
No.
that would be.
I
Very
guess you're
weird.
right. You're right. You're right.
I'm pretty sure we all did in hockey. Because I mean,
Yeah,
that's
well, that's
like
different.
slap shot level.
Yeah.
You take a slap shot off the nards, you're in trouble.
You take a slapper.
Even a wrister.
Oh, even a wrister will get you. Yeah.
Somebody went top shelf on your dinghy.
Yeah, you don't want to slap her on the giblets.
I'll just dangle you to sleep and then go wrister real quick.
Somebody dangles
Right in
around
the-
your dangle.
Right in the ding dong. Right in the ding dong. It means penis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other jockstrap talk? Hey, if you guys want to hear us talk about the telescope that's taking like decent images from space, check out yesterday's episode on Patreon. Patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast.
Yeah.
You guys wronged it, dude.
You know
I
what?
think it's so tight.
Listen to me try to excitedly explain what the heck this thing was doing and why it was so amazing and cool. And then listen to these yahoos over here just absolutely torpedo my excitement by making little wisecracks. Davey was
It's
just
a comedy
Dave was
podcast.
being just a big jerk face.
Nobody listens to hear our space takes.
People wanted to hear me talk about it, man. It was dope.
Maybe Adam.
There were some peeps out there.
A
man.
Reddit user said, I've never been more frustrated listening to a podcast in the first 10 minutes of the worst of today. Shouts to Dylan on trying to explain the JW telescope images and talk about one of the greatest scientific achievements in our lifetime, while Dave and Will absolutely volume shoot jokes to try to tank his explanation.
I'd rather talk about the JW Marriott.
It's facts.
What?
Yeah, dude. Like, we're much more of a hotel bar conversation podcast
Seriously.
than we are talking about telescopes and shit.
No, it is cool.
We're men in STEM, but in the sense that we drink martinis out of stemmed glasses.
Bush did kind of ruin it, though, I will say, when he pointed out.
Bush's knife, it wasn't even under the right image. It said like sketch of whatever nebula.
Should we also maybe, fact check before we take Bush's word on the JW telescope is
Hey, I'm
gone?
gonna-
I'm
I'm
going
gonna-
to Bush.
I'm gonna
Bush is
trust
my guy.
NASA over Bush.
He's
Bush
the,
memes.
He's the noted writer of
Muscle
Muscle Holocaust.
Yeah.
Dylan, do you have any thoughts on Cat Pat's tweet from earlier?
He muted her.
No,
Did
she-
you mute her?
I'm sure you unfollowed her.
No, I follow Cap.
Didn't you say you
What'd she
unfollowed
say?
her after she stopped doing Bachelor?
She said, I do not understand a thing about this telescope. How the fuck, how TF it says, can you capture something from billions of light years away? What the fuck is a light year?
Well, a light
Valid
year.
question.
A light year is actually a measure of distance, not time. A lot of people don't know that. It is how far a light travels in 365 days. That is
I
a
think it's
light
just a
year.
year of light.
So the images of these galaxies are so far away, it's hard to explain. So far away that what we're seeing occurred literally 13 billion years ago.
My concern here is that we're living in the past and not the present. We need to look forward. We need to worry about our planet and not other planets, because our planet is currently getting really hot. You know
Plus
what I'm saying,
inflation.
Dylan? Yeah, and inflation.
Why
too.
are we not spending that money on lunchflation to bring the cost of lunch down?
Yeah.
The masculine urge to
Why don't we all
respond
get
to
stimmy
Cat Pat.
checks?
The masculine urge to mansplain light years to Cat Pat right now.
I'm looking at the responses people have.
Okay.
Oh, T-Boone, it's a year of light.
It's
There
a
you
year
go.
of light.
Yeah, that's
Good call.
facts. It is a year of light. People forget that. It's also a movie coming out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I was kind of out until I watched like a trailer or some kind of, snippet from it. And I was like, you know what? This looks pretty tight. I'm going to watch this.
Gosh, those galaxies are so far away. Oh my God. Just think about it.
Dude, I'm pretty into faraway things, but I'm even more into caraway things.
Oh my God, you just got us out of that. Let's go.
That's pretty good.
It's time to ditch the chemicals with Caraway Home's non-toxic cookware and bakeware collections so you can make healthier cooking a piece of cake. Caraway's Home non-toxic kitchen wares are all designed for the modern home and feature chemical-free ceramic coating so food can be prepared with peace of mind that no hard-to-pronounce compound will leach into your healthy ingredients.
Good to know.
We've all gotten some of these in the mail, and I have to say I was very excited. It was so nice looking and so high-end feeling that instead of just saying to Sally that it was a sponsor that sent us this pan, I played it off as a birthday gift.
I tried that one.
Went really well.
Bay has used her Dutch oven from Caraway twice already, and we just got it. She's obsessed with the damn
What
thing.
color you get?
Well, we decided together to get pink.
Really? You decided together to get the pink?
I was pushing for they had like a cream color one.
That one's class.
That was low key sick. But she was like, "Look, I'm the one who cooks the majority of the time, and I want pink." And I said, "You know what? That's fine, fair enough."
The saute pan has been a game changer.
That's my guy right there.
We've got a chicken teriyaki recipe we do.
In that?
We got a chicken teriyaki recipe that we do. And previously, it would pop avocado oil all over the stovetop and everywhere. For whatever reason, I don't know the technology behind it. I just know what's here in front of me. It does not pop. It is way less of a mess in the saute pan. It's fantastic.
These things are phenomenal. It looks so good that we just keep it on our stovetop right now. We're very excited about this
It's
panware.
just part of your decor at this point?
Yeah. They have cookware sets, a modern and chemical-free iteration of the traditional 16-piece set boiled down to 4 essentials: a fry pan, a saute pan, saucepan, and Dylan's Dutch oven. Plus, the long-awaited Iconics collection is here. It's high design, upgraded, and features 2 unmistakable classic shades, both dressed up in glossy gold hardware. Just go out and check this out yourself. These things are non-toxic. They're made without any toxic materials like PFAs, PTFEs, PFOAs, or other hard-to-pronounce chemicals. What? You thought I was going to mess up those acronyms, didn't you? I don't do that.
No, I just have 2 things in my head that make me laugh. I'll share them after.
I'm absolutely easy cooking over here, just like a ceramic, naturally slick surface. That means minimal oil or butter for slide-off-the-pan eggs and easy cleaning. That's probably why it's easier for you, Dave.
Makes sense.
Sometimes you just have those pans that you can just crack an egg in and just make it right there because it's just so slick down there. We love these things. Go check them out yourself. Visit carawayhome.com/steam to take advantage of this limited time offer for 10% off of your next purchase. This deal is exclusive to our listeners, so visit carawayhome.com/steam or use code STEAM at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern. When there's Subway content on the timeline, there's only one person that's fit to talk about it. I'm talking about David Carter Ruff.
This is about the time he was famously left off the schedule. You ain't on it.
I think we've talked about that many times. But that probably will come up. Because Subway's on the timeline. And I think we've been tagged in it 5 times, 20 times. And it's from a young lady who worked at Subway in her early 20s. Now, I worked famously at Subway, my teens, 14, no, probably 15, 16.
A young sandwich artist.
This thread on Twitter, it's from @PB_and_garlic. I think it's a joke. Instead of PB and jelly, PB and garlic, which sounds gross. @garlic on Twitter. She says, while I worked at Subway in my early 20s, I made many questionable sandwiches. So this got me thinking, me personally, about the questionable sandwiches I made, because we had some regulars who came in and they would do they would do the least, which in some ways is doing the most. For example, we had a lady who would come in at least 3 times a week and get a wheat bread. She would want the marinara sauce that the meatballs sat in, but no meatball.
So you'd have to skim
Scoop it
out the marinara,
put it onto the bread, and then just some Parmesan cheese or whatever. And that was the sandwich.
What was the first ingredient? Oh, wheat bread, marinara sauce, and Parmesan cheese.
Wait, what?
Dude, that actually sounds not that
It was
bad.
a sauce sandwich.
That sounds ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but that doesn't sound as bad as what we're about to talk
You're getting
about.
no sustenance. It's just
Well, in your pan, I think we had to make her pay for the meatball because we had no way to ring it up.
Definitely.
And
yeah,
like
there's no like just sauce.
Dude,
No,
option
there's
on
not
it.
a
she matched that
sausage.
vegan meatball sub.
no one's ordering that.
At least throw some, I don't know, some tomato on there, some
Black olive.
some-
She
yeah,
had tomatoes. She
something.
had marinara sauce.
You know what
She
I'm
had a lot
saying?
of tomatoes,
Throw
actually.
some more ingredients.
You
on
could
there.
probably call it a tomato sandwich.
Okay.
Shut up.
So this sandwich, she said the early dinner time shift, there were 3 of us working the line, all 20-somethings, because at the time, all the, quote, big adults had quit or been fired.
Hell yeah.
Our store was run by kids for about a month. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar.
That's great.
A group of high school age kids came in. I served the second girl in the group. She wanted a foot long on white bread, which is fine, double provolone, and double American cheese. I can respect that. Does she want it toasted? No. Veggies? No. Sauce? No. Ranch? Yes, please.
Not getting it toasted from this, that's when I knew something was wrong at this point, because she just got a bunch of cheese and said toast that. I'm like, you're just doing a Subway grilled cheese. Like, this is understandable.
This girl wanted ranch dressing, so I put ranch 2 lines on her sandwich. More, please. I put 2 more lines of ranch on her sandwich. More, please. I put another 2 lines. Her, visibly annoyed, more than that. I'm beginning to become concerned, she says. And she adds more, and at this point, the cheese, the only other thing on the bread is nearly obscured. She's irritated now. Just keep going. I stare at her refillable squeeze bottle in hand. You want more than this? Her, yeah, I'll tell you when to stop. That is one thing.
Come
Cocky.
on.
Cocky, I like
when
it.
people like to talk down to the sandwich artists from time to time, and they're like, more. I'll tell you when. You're like, all right, fucker.
Yeah, but don't you want to be told when instead of just guessing every
I
time?
don't know how to
know.
cut them off at any point. Like, you know what, man? That's enough ranch.
It's like cracked pepper guy at the steakhouse.
It's
Yeah.
like, you can't just have all the ranch in our shop right now.
Okay, but can I play devil's advocate real quick regarding like black pepper or Parmesan cheese at restaurants?
I suppose.
Why don't they just leave out a smaller fresh ground pepper thing at high-end restaurants where they crack the pepper over your Caesar salad? Like, why can't you just leave that on the table for a player in case I want more when I get through that salad?
Because it's part of the whole experience. That's fine. Fine dining, they want to do it for you.
I know, but like sometimes I just want more cracked pepper.
Get the cracked pepper dude over there. Like,
I'm not
they
asking for
play
a guy with like, I'm not asking for them to put like a cheese grater on the table because that would just be reckless and I'd cut myself.
dangerous.
But when it comes to grinding pepper, I feel like just
You're good at it.
leave it on the can't they just leave it on the table until you're done with your Caesar?
I bet you could request that.
What if I just requested he sits down with us and he does every bite?
That's a little much.
We got in trouble once because we made somebody wanted a sandwich. They wanted to try all the meats, so we made it was a guy who worked there. He was like off that day, and the cool thing to do, I guess, was to come up to the store and just like, fuck with your friends who were working there. He wanted like each potential piece of meat from like the tuna or whatever, the meatball, ham, turkey. He just wanted it all on there. Just a suicide of meats. Yeah. And we didn't know how to ring it up. And so I don't know. We heard about that one. Probably contributed to me being left off the schedule.
That guy just needed a bud. Like he's just going to Subway on his day off.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
I worked at a restaurant one
That is
time,
sad.
and there's a dude who like worked there, and he didn't take that many days off or anything. But on the days off that he would take, he would come in and eat at the restaurant. And I'm like, dude, don't you want to get the hell out of here once in a while?
Yeah.
It's like you just might need someone to take you away from the game. Anyway, what happened with this sandwich?
She ran out. She had to go get another one. And this thing is just covered in it.
Did you ever make a sandwich so ridiculous that you pulled out your phone and took a picture right in front of the person placing the order, and then you went viral with it?
It's an all-time tweet.
God, I wish.
It's an all-time tweet.
I wish I had a camera phone.
It's
Actually, no,
incredible.
I'm glad I did not
So-
have a camera phone.
So
at
she
that
went
time.
bread, quadruple cheese, and just ranch.
Yeah.
That is a very unhealthy
I
sandwich.
do like ranch dressing. I just don't know if I need my sandwich to be just lathered in it.
Well, this thread has now gone crazy.
She's had to mute this.
Yeah.
She said her noties are crazy.
So now that this has been liked by 144,000 people. That's less than Dylan's viral tweet.
Significantly less, by the way.
But I will say that are we going to see some copycats rolling into Subway today and making some sandwich artists' lives hell?
I hope not. Don't mess with those fine folks.
It's bad enough when you have to work at Subway. You don't need people coming in there.
Yeah, you don't need jerks coming in there messing with your shit.
Yeah.
What are the odds that you go to Subway today and get a cheese and ranch dressing sandwich?
You know what? I've been to Subway in a long time, but I used to be a regular. There was one in my neighborhood growing up, and I would go there and I would get the meatball.
It was like the first way
sugar cookie
to eat healthy if you wanted to. Like the easiest way before most fast food restaurants had like healthy-ish options. Subway is like, oh, you got to go to Subway. You got to get some like
extremely processed
meat.
The last time I had Subway was probably 4 years ago. It was in an airport, and it was one of the most poorly constructed sandwiches I've ever seen. I was down bad. It was like 10:30 in the morning. I knew I had to eat before getting on the flight, and I ordered a sandwich. The amount of red onion that they put on the sandwich compared to the amount of turkey that they put on the sandwich was just jarring. I didn't want that. I didn't order an onion sandwich.
I used to hit it with some banana peppers every time. I used to like the banana peppers there.
Oh, cool.
I remember one guy.
Were they pickled?
I like the banana peppers.
Yeah.
Were they pickled?
There was one guy I can remember when I'm making sandwiches during the lunch rush, and he's in there with his buddy, and he's an older guy, and like so I'm making a sandwich, it's like a ham and cheese or something, right? And he's like, oh yeah, can I get some lettuce and tomato and pickles? A lot of pickles, please. I'm like putting the pickles on, and he like looks over his buddy and nudges me. Watch this. He's not going to put enough pickles on. And I'm just like, I can hear you. And so I put all the pickles on, and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck's your problem, pickle guy? Never
Pickle
forgot
guy.
him. Watch this. He's not going to put
jerk.
enough pickles on. That's my reaction. Anyway, that's all I got. I was left off the schedule months later.
How old were you when you worked there?
16. 15, 16.
Dave, what's going on with this Mea Culpa girl?
Who's that?
You mean the Mea Culpa that I'm about to issue?
Is she related to Dua Lipa?
Very different. The
Oh.
names are different.
Oh.
I'm issuing a Mea Culpa, Will.
So
I owe Randy an apology.
There's probably a lot of backers out there who don't speak Latin.
I obviously know what that means, but for those who don't, could you?
I have to
explain it?
acknowledge something I was wrong about.
Okay.
You're never wrong, dog.
Yesterday, a meme dropped on Washed Media. You guys follow this account? It's our account. You hope you do.
Add me on the ground.
And it was a reel. And as I'm watching it, I think it was just me, Will, and Randy in the office. And like I looked up and like looked at Will, I looked at Randy, and I was just like, "What is this?" And Randy's like, "What?" And then I'm like, "I don't think people are gonna get this. I don't think our audience is gonna get a Monty Python reference."
I gave up on it halfway through. I couldn't.
So
I couldn't make
I
sense.
told
of it.
Randy that. I was like, "No, Randy. I mean, like it's funny. I just don't know." And come to find out, people really liked it. And I had a friend of mine. She messaged me and she's like, "This is one of the best things y'all posted." I was like, "What?"
I've never seen Monty Python. I apologize to all the Python heads out there. But yeah, it's not something I ever watched. It wasn't something my parents ever
Pie
watched.
Hive?
Like shouts to the Pie Hive out there. But it just wasn't something that I watched. And so when Randy proposed this, I thought to myself, I could shit on this idea, or I could trust my people and I could just let this rip and we see how it does.
You got to let your people cook.
I was checking the numbies this morning and it did fine. I was happy about this. There's a period where I was like, I don't really know what's going on here. I still don't know if I know what's going on.
I didn't give it a full chance. I didn't even watch all the way through. I was like, I'm just too lost to make. My
Did you
brain
give it a
shut off.
courty like since it was our company account?
Let's
No,
see.
you did.
Yeah, go mash that like button. Dylan did recently
not.
start following
Wow.
noted soccer super account Ladford F. Brovington.
Not his real name, for the record.
Me? How do you know? You ever seen my birth certificate?
I just assume it's not.
Oh, I
Yeah.
follow Ladford.
Yeah, of course you do, dude. Because you're a big Real Madrid guy.
Allah.
See. Have you seen Monty Python?
I have, and while I found a couple of scenes to be a little funny, it's not really my taste.
They started calling Brett Mondo Python.
Jesus.
Really? Why?
His arms are getting pretty huge.
Yeah.
He's been doing curls.
Yeah. He's
Just
doing a steroid cycle.
It's not my type of humor.
That would be funny if Brett just got yoked on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, anybody really who works here, if they got yoked on steroids, it would be hilarious.
I'll do it.
It'd be
I'll do it.
Some funnier than others, Will.
I'm just gonna get shredded as a bit.
That'd be hilarious. Do it.
No. If we did circling back in seasons, like say that we did it like 6 months out of the year, it was like, oh, season 6 of Circling Back in 2022. Like maybe I would take the off season and just get shredded and show up and confuse you guys, but I just don't think it makes sense for me at this point. I'm too busy grinding.
There was a family at the end of our street growing up that they had one of the big old school satellite dishes, and they watched a lot of like BBC comedy,
Like a James Webb shit.
yeah, some James Webb shit. You get it. And they would like watch like Monty Python. They thought Monty Python, that was their sense of humor. Monty Python. They weren't English, by the way. They Americans. And like Red Dwarf, all these like English comedy shows that I like would watch in my dumb brain.
Mr. Bean.
If it wasn't SNL. Yes, exactly. Went and saw the movie with them in the theater. Not good. Wasn't for me. Anyway.
I'm not here to shit on Monty Python or the Holy Grail for that matter.
Like it has its place.
People love it. It's fun.
Have you seen that viral video?
Which one?
The one that Randy posted?
2 lassies, 1 grail.
Come on, dude. Grow up, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm 35. I'm still immature at 35. I'm probably going to be immature for the rest of my life.
Did I tell you about Chacos yesterday?
Ooh, noted Chaco guy.
Wow, Swagger Jack, Dave Ruff.
I'm about to what I'm going to do is I'm going to commandeer the Chaco bit from Dylan, and then I'm going to give it back to Will. It's going to go full circle.
Dude, that's big of you.
I can invite you to a lot of guys in town. We do a Chaco meetup every like Saturday morning at like 10 o'clock.
You'll do it at Chaco Deli?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we'll go there to get some
Yeah,
tacos.
sometimes we go to Maria's Chaco Express.
Yeah, we basically just link up and like just talk about a Chacos, compare them and all that shit. Talk about who's a toe loop guy, who's not.
I went into REI yesterday and I felt very out of place.
Oh, so you didn't purchase these online?
No, sorry, I didn't go to REI. I went to Whole Earth Provisions. Even more like
that's a crunchy.
They're provisions from the entire earth.
Mega crunchy.
The crunchiest.
Dude, I was like looking at like hiking boots. There's like
Some
Merrell.
hand
There's
warmers.
some dope Merrells. I tried on some Tevas.
Ooh, which ones are more comfortable?
I honestly, I preferred the Chacos.
Do we know if it's Teva or Teva?
Doesn't matter.
Is that the
You're the
eternal?
only one that says it that way.
I don't know what it is.
Dog, it's Teva.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Something about Teva.
I'm worried if you step into Vermont and you say Teva, like you might just get run out of the state.
Yeah.
Anyway,
How is it pronounced?
The Chaco gang I was talking about? We're gonna fight some Teva guys next weekend. Actually,
Dude, I'd be
I
in
only
on
smoke
that.
sativa.
I would be in on
If
that.
you want to come?
Yeah.
If you want to come, we're gonna stomp them out.
I do want to do that.
We're gonna step on their toes and shit.
Can you imagine that fight going down? A bunch of Chaco guys versus a bunch of Teva guys?
That'd be hilarious.
I saw a Grateful Dead parking lot tailgate
It'd be-
fight recently.
It'd be the
Really?
softest fight of all time.
I'm wearing a Grateful Dead t-shirt right now.
We're gonna steal their hacky sacks and shit.
They're just throwing hacky sacks at each other.
They got carabiners just sprawled out everywhere.
Dude, people just hitting each other over the head with Nalgene bottles. Those things don't break.
Oh my god, what's going on?
Dude, it turns out the brand is actually called Teva.
Yes,
No,
let's
it's
go. Let's go.
I swear, dude.
No one says that.
Do you want to
Dude,
hear
real ones do. I'm going to show up with the Teva gang.
Really? We'll stomp you out, dog.
Dude, how many stub toes are going to be in that fight?
Dude, not good.
There's nothing worse. How many sunburned tops of feet?
Yeah.
Dude's winding up and catching the rubber as they come down and just tripping forward onto their face.
Yeah.
Just not
It's
good.
the worst fight ever.
You know, my
Get a
one
bunch of patchouli
criteria-
oil in your eyes.
My one criteria for trying on Chacos or any new footwears, can I dead sprint in them and it won't be a problem? Because you never know when you might need to sprint out of a situation.
Sure.
So I'm in the middle of Whole Earth just chopping.
Just doing,
Did you go toe loop or not?
you doing shuttle runs
You'll have
in
to wait and
Whole
see.
Earth Provisions?
When are you gonna wear them? I'll wear mine the same day.
Montana, bro.
Aw, dude. Don't ruin this weekend in fun for Dave, dude.
It's okay. He didn't know.
He's going to God's country.
He knows not what he did.
I want to go to Montana.
For someone who has a sibling that lives in Montana, I should visit Montana way more than I do. I feel like I'm fucking that up. I got to rock with my Teva boys, though.
You don't have any.
No, I do have 2 pairs of Chacos, though.
They were calling me Chaco
Oh.
Loco.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, your feet
Are you doing a Coachy Loco?
feet are going crazy in those things.
I had no free feed picks for the TL. Remember?
Oh, Might get a little something.
Crop out the goods.
What's funny is
No
that
heel.
like I can put up pics of my feet and like no one comments asking for more or cares.
Nah.
Like no one wants more of these
Your
feet.
feet are very mid.
Do you shave the hair on your feet?
I did when I was in high school to not get made fun of. I don't do it anymore.
No.
I might trim a toe hair every once in a while.
A man's foot is not attractive.
What's the point? If you're self-conscious about the little hairs on your feet,
Mannerism.
unless you have a significant amount, like if you're worried about that, you might just need to take a step back on your anxiety for a few days.
I got a good friend of mine. Y'all know him. He's been shaving his feet for years.
Just got sweaters up there.
He's not even like he's just regular hair. He's not even like super hair. He's
As a
just like
baseball guy,
man.
did you shave your forearms?
No.
Oh, Dylan,
That was
did
the
you
move.
shave your forearms?
People would like, oh, I got to put the tape around my wrist. That's why. No, you just want you think it looks dope.
Why would people shave their forearms? So they
Looks
could
muscular.
glisten?
Yeah. Forearms look all cut up.
Yeah.
And it does. It makes you look cut, but don't do it.
So if I shave my face, will I look cut?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
for sure. Do it.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're doing that as a bit anyway.
No, I grew my beard back.
Oh.
It took like 2 weeks. Look, it's back. You
It
can
looks
look at
good.
me again and not make
Yeah.
comments about how I
He's
look.
finally like handsome again.
Shut up. Let's hear from our friends over at Super Speciosa. We've talked about this stuff before. Speciosa, the kratom. Kratom's an all-natural herb related to the coffee plant that's been used in Thailand for centuries. This is kind of low-key bing bong in its own way.
Okay, I'm listening.
Sure.
Kratom helps you just energize your mind and relax your body. It just helps you feel good without being impaired. Super Speciosa only has one ingredient, pure kratom leaf. You could be looking for some extra courage to ask that special someone on a date. Maybe you're trying to ask your boss for a raise. Maybe you're just trying to run that extra mile because kratom is often used as a pre-workout. Maybe I will just get shredded as a bit because I'm just on that kratom.
I might have to try that at some point as a pre-workout
Yeah.
and stop, poisoning my body with the other stuff I take.
I would implore everyone to stop poisoning their body with the
Oh, you mean with,
pre-workout.
Total War?
Total War is what I'm referring
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Maybe just don't do that. I don't know.
Nuclear drone strike or whatever you're taking these days?
For beginners, we recommend the capsules because they're easy to use. We recommend the green strands because they're the most popular, and they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee or your money back guaranteed. And guess what? They recently made a change. This code, it can be used again and again for the people in our audience that have already used the code before. Try Kratom now and get 20% off. Go to getsuperleaf.com/steam and get 20% off with promo code STEAM. That's getsuperleaf.com/steam and use promo code STEAM for 20% off.
Will said, is this low-key bing bong?
People were wondering.
Is this?
Maybe a few. Maybe.
What a sentence. The agency's like, can you explain that? I don't really... There's a lot going on.
We'll send him a segment about like when Bing Bong first took off in the pod. Hey, Dave, can you explain a tweet for me?
No.
Please.
I cannot explain this tweet.
Let's hypothetically say that's the PGA Tour put out a tweet that's of Tiger Woods at what appears to be a sausage place. That's what it says. It says the word sausage in it. Some
Correct.
call them gaggers, though.
This appears to be at the old course.
And it says, if I
an old
text you
gagger.
the canoe emoji, can you snag me a glizzy at the turn?
If I text you canoe emoji and then it says canoe spelled as canoe, snag me a glizzy at the turn.
I've never heard a hot dog referred to as a canoe, but it does sort of make sense. Kind of looks like one. Like a little person laying down in it.
Is
you know
that
I mean?
what they're doing? Or are
that-
they doing
Here's the
canoe
thing.
as in like,
Okay.
can you?
There's a lot
my
of ways
best
to
guess.
dissect this tweet. They could either be referring to a hot dog as a canoe because the bun could look like a canoe. They could also be just trying to they're trying to take advantage of this meme format, which has taken over the last few days, and saying, can you snag me a glizzy at the turn?
Is that a thing?
The issue is I'm not sure if I want my PGA Tour using the word glizzy in tweets.
Yeah, especially when it's known commonly as a gagger.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. If we're going to try to do the hip slang, we need to say gagger instead of glizzy.
Let's open a Texas Gagger stand and just sell sausage wraps.
It's fun. What if we opened like a late night place where people could get gaggers, but it was also like had a dance floor where people could dagger?
What else do you need? What else do you need late at night?
That's all I can think of.
Why
The comments aren't going well on this
why are
tweet for
they-
anybody.
No. People, you never want to see this. What is this? Dear admin, this shit ain't it. delete your account. Someone says trying hard to be hip because of Liv.
I don't think PJ Tour is just going to delete their account.
No, there's a lot of followers, a lot of brand equity in that.
Yeah.
But
Can you imagine if one single troll got to them so bad that they just deleted the account? Which intern sent this tweet?
Hey, this big tall guy is definitely Ernie Els, right?
I think it's a big E-Dog. Is that Justin
No.
Rose behind him?
No, that's an old man.
Kind of looks like Hank Haney.
I couldn't tell who it was behind
look
him.
like Hank
Probably
Haney.
Haney. There's not enough sponsors
Why
on the
do-
sleeve of his sweater to be Justin Rose.
Why? Why is it? I don't know. I guess I don't really. It's weird to think about like the professionals, especially like the goats, like eating a sausage at the turn. Like you think like, oh, he brings a banana, maybe like a power bar of some
I would
sort.
imagine he had
Ooh.
some type of like, the pouches that we give our sons. I would imagine that he had
Yes,
something
I
with
do.
that with like some kind of like super like goo in it.
I see some sriracha.
Super goo.
Yeah, dude. So this is another question I have about this. Are people overseas putting sriracha on their gaggers?
I don't know.
I don't.
Maybe so. What
I don't
kind
see any ketchup here. I just see sriracha.
Dude, I overdid sriracha. When it hit the scene, I was going heavy on it, and then I got sick of it.
You became the sriracha guy.
Yeah.
See, I never became that guy, so I can still eat it in small doses. It's not my preferred hot sauce of choice. I've told you guys, I've gotten somewhat very into that truff hot sauce. As a noted non-truff guy.
You've been talking about that.
Or non-truffle guy. I do appreciate Truff the brand. I love that stuff. They're hotter than hot stuff is way too hot. The Red Label?
Make a truff scene.
Yeah.
Are they
Talked
still a
about that.
sponsor?
I don't know. If they are and they want to send more,
Not
I'm
currently.
completely out of their staple product.
You know what? I applaud the tour for trying to reach these kids.
What do we think Tiger puts on his gagger?
Oh, nothing.
Probably mustard and sweet relish.
No.
Because that is the best. It is the best way to enjoy a gagger.
I don't think. I think Dave might be right. The more I think about it, I think Tiger just doesn't put anything on it. He raw dogs it.
No, there's no way
Yo.
Tiger raw dogs a gagger.
I mean,
He's a psycho,
you
dude.
look at the old texts. At the home of golf, the birthplace of golf, and there's just a sausage stand.
You gotta eat, dog.
I know, it's just funny.
What's
I figured they'd be doing like bangers and mash.
what's that shit you eat in
Well, these
Scotty?
are these are technically bangers.
Is that a
Dave.
banger?
Yeah,
It's a banger, dog.
It's a banger.
bangers
for
and
sure.
gaggers are in the same genus.
I figured they'd be doing meat pies. at
What's
the
that
turn.
weird thing they eat there?
Haggis?
Haggis. Thank you.
I've had haggis. It's not as popular these days. The vegetarian version is much more popular.
Really?
We did both on New Year's Eve
don't
because
know
that
what
is
haggis-
tradition.
What haggis is?
It's like in the intestine. I don't know. It's gross.
I think it's like a savory pudding containing sheep's pluck, minced with onion, oatmeal, suet, spices, and salt, mixed with stock and cooked while traditionally encased in the animal's stomach through now what is an artificial casing.
Yeah, that
Casing.
sounds disgusting.
So we bought some when we were in
What is
Scotland,
suet?
and it's tradition to do it on New Year's Eve. And we decided to eat. We did the.
I probably botched that.
I don't know what that is.
Suet.
Swear.
It is
Swag.
gross to imagine what you're eating if you read all the ingredients and how they do it. It actually tasted decent. Just say it. I don't want. I'm not running toward it again. I would do the vegetarian version again. It was very good. They also do beans on toast.
Do they do bread sandwiches?
I don't know if they're in a fraternity house at UCF.
Scotland, not really known for their cuisine, are they?
I had some bomb food when we were there.
Really?
It doesn't. I mean, it didn't seem bomb like when you order it, but then you eat it and you're like, you know what? I get it. It also tastes different in Scotland where it warms you up a little bit. It's cold outside.
I think of like the food on you can't relate to this. The food on Game of Thrones. Like I'm gonna eat like that when I'm in Scotland.
Don't get me wrong. The UK's food is overall
You think you're
trash.
just going to be
It's
just
like-
tearing into turkey legs?
Just turkey legs and bread and ale everywhere.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
meat.
I actually know a good British place that
Fish
we can
and
go
chips.
to up in Dallas that we could go get some turkey legs and some ale. Maybe
Oh,
some mead.
Oh, they just opened. It's the
Do
bloody
they
crime
also
scene.
do like LARPing and shit there?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a dinner and a show.
That sounds sick.
Come by Sweat. Scotland's hottest new haggis restaurant. Must be 21 or older.
Why?
Because this ain't your grandma's haggis.
Oh,
I bet you made some dope ass haggis.
I don't like that there's oatmeal involved.
Why?
Wow.
Bobby had some this morning. You putting them on Front Street?
I don't like oatmeal with fish stomach lining or animal stomach lining.
Albie already made him. It looks like a mock billboard. Let's see what we got here. He sent us an email. Yeah.
This is how he's spending his time.
He's
Rep probably has him doing some important project.
Yeah, he got a little proposal for us. It looks like.
Okay, works for us. Let's ride. We're getting a billboard.
That's reasonable.
How much is it?
It averages 1,500 to 500 or 5,000 a month, but high demand units, I would think somewhere around 35 would be high demand.
You're a high demand unit.
10,000 plus a month.
Okay.
But then
We'll figure
of
it
course
out.
you have to pay for the production of the billboard and all that.
Okay, we'll figure it out. They used to call me Willboards back in high school.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He even put a couple designs together. Kind of sick.
What's wrong, Dave? Dave just spotted something. You look
It
concerned.
looks like the bread that they're serving these glizzies on. It's quality. This is not like this isn't a 7-Eleven hot dog.
You're not going to like what I'm about to say, but something that I do not like is when people try to dress up the hot dog itself. Like, I don't need a better bread on there. I want the really shitty bun.
I want a ballpark bun.
I want that bun to be glued to that dog.
Yeah.
That Gagger. What am I doing?
I feel you on that.
No, I don't need a baguette.
We finally agree on something food related.
I don't need a brioche bun. Like, I need the ballpark smushed, creased.
Ooh.
Oh, when you see the creases,
Dude, the jumbo dog that's like fat, like the meat's fat, and then just a smushed flat bun.
Ooh, Ryan, I'm in the smush room, Ryan. Sorry, I can't get past that shit.
ooh wee,
Sweat.
Sheesh.
Sweat.
Damn, I want to go to a ball game.
I kind of want to do a glizzy for lunch.
I want to buy $18 beers, just watch a ball game.
There's a barbecue place right down the road,
Browns?
walking distance. Is that good?
Don't know.
It smells good.
It's right by the ATM we were talking about, Will.
what does ATM stand for?
Don't do that.
What?
Automatic teller machine, transaction machine.
I actually don't know what ATM stands for.
Automatic teller machine, I believe.
What are you trying to tell the machine?
It'd be cooler if it was pen and not teller. Pen and teller joke. Anywho,
what are we doing, man?
I'll be at the Improv in Kennedale next week for 2 nights. Opening.
For who?
Jim Norton. So, check me out there.
Okay.
You can also hear me on Too Much Dip, sports podcast. Thanks for having me.
I'm going to do something I don't necessarily want to do.
Okay. Talk haggis.
I'm going to talk about the Bachelorette real quick.
Oh, God.
Are you guys watching this season?
No.
Do you have no plans? No, there's no ands, ifs, or buts.
No, I am open. I am open. Should a storyline emerge that piques my interest, something highly risque, maybe something scandalous, even.
Dude, I hear the guy falls in love with 3 different girls. Oh, he sleeps with 2 of them.
Baby bro, you can't do that.
It's going to take so much for me to get back into this show. I've almost completely written it off as an option at this point.
Okay. So this season's different, obviously. They've got 2 Bachelorettes.
The show sucks now.
Gabby and Rachel. Neither of which do that much for me. I know a lot of people love Gabby. I don't think Rachel's dad tanked her stock for me completely, if you remember him.
Gabby made
What
a
did he do?
fantastic, disgusted face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gabby's great, but I just don't I don't like her enough as a character to watch the show solely because of her.
Sure.
Tell me what Rachel's dad did.
Rachel's dad was the guy whose entire identity was based on intimidating guys that Rachel brought home.
Correct.
Cleaning the shotgun guy.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, like-
you're gonna fucking shoot me.
Yeah. Instead of offering
you're
the
gonna commit
respect of
murder?
welcoming someone into your home, he just completely shits on them the second
Yeah.
they get there,
I
which
will
is
kill you. Oh, that's cool. I'm just trying to treat your daughter well.
I'm fine with intimidating like the boyfriend a little bit and kind of letting him know who's boss, but this guy just took it so over the top. It's like, all right, dude, we get it. We get it, man.
I've heard from correspondents out there that Gabby is very likable.
She is.
No,
I mean,
she
she's
is.
likable.
Definitely is.
But I need something. I need something seedy. I need a guy who's like in there, just causing trouble.
Here, can I give you some notable contestants, David?
Yes.
We have NHRA drag racer Jordan Vandergriff. You guys hear about this guy?
They got V-Griff?
He drags, dude. You know what he drags?
Dump truck ass.
That ass.
These nuts all over Dylan. Got him.
He did get you.
We also have the nephew of retired drag racer. Or no, that's who he is. The nephew of retired drag racer Bob Vandergriff Jr. We have Roby Sobieski, the brother of former actress and artist Lily Sobieski, Dave. And guess what? Roby's the magician.
Ah.
Is he freaking minds on the show?
Yeah. How'd that light fluid get there? We also have
hovers
Zach
down the
Shallcross.
staircase.
He has Dove in his suitcase.
She like doesn't give him a rose, and he just like reaches behind her ear,
Pulls
out a rose.
Dude, that'd be a good bit. If he did that night one when he was saying goodbye to her, just
Yeah.
pulled one out, like you have to let him stay.
Yeah. All right, you can stay.
So I regret
That
to
was pretty good.
we
Pretty
also
good trick.
we also have an assistant football coach from Texas Tech.
Really?
Yeah.
Red Raiders.
Mhm.
Love it.
What kind
He
of
showed
what
up in
kind
square
of
toes.
program they running up there? Joey McGuire. I thought he was gonna straighten things out.
Can you imagine being an assistant football coach and then going on The Bachelor and then returning to your job? I feel like everyone would just roast you the entire time. Like, dude, okay.
Good way to lose respect to the team.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, we got, like, let's call him Jim. It's like, oh, Jim's leaving again. Oh, he's going on
Yeah.
The Bachelor, another dating show?
Yeah, we saw you simping for that girl on the show, you dumbass.
Yeah.
You cried. You knew her for
Yeah.
4 days. And you cried.
You fell in love. You fell in love in 28 hours. How did that happen?
So apparently the guys come in this season and they have to say who they're going after.
I think I need to take my sweatshirt off soon.
Oh, someone's getting a little hot.
It's a little warm in here now.
Wait till that door goes up.
I'm going to step away from the mic. You keep talking. I'll be back in 12 seconds.
Okay. When it comes to this season, I'm agreeing with you, Dave. I think I'm going to take this down in bite-sized increments as if I'm eating a Gagger at the old course.
Okay, good analogy.
But
That's exactly what it's like.
I feel like we've finally reached the point where even good things happening on this show are not going to bring me back.
It's so obvious that they keep switching the format up because ratings are tanking and they're desperate to stop.
Why did we get no Bachelor in Paradise this season? Like, we're in the middle of summer right now, and we have no Bachelor in Paradise.
You know what's sad? I didn't even notice.
Monkeypox fears
Really?
and inflation, lunchflation, paradiseflation.
Is monkeypox an issue down in coastal Mexico?
I don't know. You never know.
Hard to say.
I'm probably going to end up watching every episode of this fucking season.
I am not going to watch. How can you watch that when you have so much Love Island to consume?
Exactly.
I'm asking you directly.
No, I'm saying I don't have an answer to that. Exactly. Like Love Island is 1 hour every single night. Every single night. And so it's just difficult to rotate something else in. If anything, after Love Island, I need something that stimulates my brain a little bit. And turning on The Bachelor does less for my brain than watching Love Island does. If Love Island was not every single night, I think we'd have like a top tier podcast about it. Because I would have already started it.
Can we do something with it?
It's just impossible. Sally's
Why?
going to want to. I think when you get to Casa Amor, we should do a recap pod with Sally.
Why is it just one recap for the whole season?
No, just like the
a
first
midway.
half.
Is that
Yeah, like a
point?
midway check-in point. We did them with Micah during a season during lockdown.
Okay.
And I think that's the move. Otherwise, like you're running the risk of spoiling things for people.
As soon as Casa Amor becomes available on Hulu, I will watch it immediately.
I think once the recoupling of Casa Amor happens for you on Hulu, that's when we get in the studio and you, me, and Sally break it down.
Was it lit?
Yeah, Casa Amor is always lit. It's Casa Amor for me is the main reason I watch the show, and I think it is the greatest thing in reality television
The
history.
format of Love Island is so great.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So much. The show is 10 times the show that The Bachelor is. At this
I will
point.
start
10
watching The
times.
Bachelor this season the morning that Will comes in and says, Dave, you got to hear me out. You got to start watching. When you hit me with that one, I will do it.
I don't know if I can't get there.
What's
I know,
stopping you?
and don't force it.
I watched the limo entrances last night, and
Hey, Dave,
the guys suck.
what's
Hey.
stopping you from watching Love Island?
I don't know.
The volume.
Dude, mine.
But he's a binge boy. That's the thing. Like, this is perfect for you.
It's dangerous.
That
I'm
Sunday-
trying to get away from that stuff.
The Sunday when Bay and I watched 7 episodes in a row was honestly the greatest day of my life. It is so bingeable.
Not May 1st.
No, not my wedding, not the birth of my son.
Not February 19th.
I'm watching the final season
at
of
me.
Saul with Alyssa. She's going back. She's behind, so I'm going. Like I just watched last night's or Monday's.
I'm tearing through Saul too.
Dude, just wait.
Tearing through Saul. I got
Is Saul good?
Got a little the old man on the side.
Don't look at me.
Change of pace back.
I'm limping through season 2 of Saul. I'm sorry. I'm really
all
trying
right,
to.
it's a slow
It's
burn.
slow.
I'm not talking shit about it. It's just I'm limping through it, and I'm waiting to get that hit that gets me addicted.
How annoying!
Tight
how annoying
jaw.
is Chuck?
That hit.
Chuck's so annoying.
The brother,
Yeah.
dude.
He's a very good lawyer.
What's annoying to me is that I thought Chuck was gonna die in like the first season, and so I was like ready for him to go, and Chuck's
No.
just hanging out
You're still there, man.
with his tinfoil hat. Is that an actual disease?
I don't
Or
know.
is this made up for the show?
It's mental. It's mental.
We
Oh
understood.
shit! It's time. This Weekend in Fun, presented by a sponsor that's been saving my life since our meetup. Of course, I'm talking about Liquid IV. The hot summer months are here, and we need to be proactive about keeping our bodies fueled and hydrated. Making hydration a priority can help us feel healthier in our everyday lives, and 1 stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than water alone. Plus, Liquid IV products taste great with 10 refreshing flavors like Concord Grape. I'm going to stop the ad read right there. Concord Grape for me right now is the goated flavor.
my
Homie just called a
numero
timeout
uno.
on the
Timeout.
on the
I
ad
just
read.
Zach Morris
You
drew.
did.
The Concord Grape is so good.
It is.
I'm out of the Concord Grape in my house right now, so I have been hitting that lemon lime, some of that pina colada, even that tropical punch.
I believe pina colada is still my fave at this point. I do like the strawberry as well, and also the passion fruit.
It's a fruit with passion.
I'm a very passionate man. That's why I like it so much.
I've been severely dehydrated ever since backers bought me numerous shots and beers at the meetup. 2 things that don't do me well on my hangover days. And so I've decided that every morning that I've woken up this week, I have started my day off by chugging a Liquid IV. And I'm happy about it. Liquid IV in 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster because of CTT. Dave, can you explain physically what CTT is?
Oh, of course, Will. It's cellular transport tech.
And how does it work?
It's the future, T.
How does it transport?
You just did it. You got it.
Cellularly.
It's good.
That
Yeah,
good?
that was pretty good. Yeah, yeah, you did a great
It
job on that.
transports cellularly.
You know what I like about these guys too? They're trying to change the world. For every purchase, they donate a serving to someone in need. And to date, Liquid IV has donated, this is a jarring number of donations they've made, over 24 million servings globally. 24 million.
Sheesh.
Can you imagine how much Liquid IV you could buy with how much money we put into that James Webb Telescope?
Stop.
It's a lot. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code CIRCLINGBACK at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code CIRCLINGBACK at liquidiv.com. Dylan, what are you getting into this weekend?
Thank you, Will. I have very little on the books for the weekend. The homie will be out of town. He and his mother and family are going to the beach. So Saturday, I want to play golf. We have a tee time currently booked. You are a part of that, Will.
Supposed to be
Unfortunately,
nice, right?
Fortunately, it's going to be the hottest point on earth when we are set to tee off. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make that, honestly. Last time we played in heat similar to that, it took me 3 days to recover. It was a mega tough scene. So I don't know, man. Saturday, I want to do something. I will be stepping out. That is a promise. Probably going to do a dinner at some point too with Bay, maybe some friends. Who knows? Might find a body of water at some point, but I'm looking to hang out, man. If you guys want to hang out with me, and my phone will be ready and charged up, make sure I have a good cig. Just let me know.
You're smoking cigs this weekend.
Yes.
You want to hang out with me?
I do.
Dave won't be able to.
I do. My fear is that like if my fervor to play golf this weekend doesn't go away, that you're gonna be pouting that I'm like trying to go commandeer the weekend by getting around to golfing in this heat.
I'm not like there's a small chance I will just try to tough it out, but it takes so much out of me.
Y'all should go to the water park. Y'all should go to Schlitterbahn.
You want to go to that Chaco meetup?
I got a Tevas meetup.
Okay.
Maybe we'll link and build after.
I might play golf, man, but I also might die if I do it. So it's kind of like a.
Doesn't that make it more exciting though? The danger of dying on the
Yeah.
golf course.
What if you get to 15 and you're like 2 over?
Here's the thing. I feel like I have around a 79 in me right now.
Dude, I do too. That's the thing. I feel like I could go low this weekend. I also feel like there's going to be like the first front 9 will be hot because it's going to be like 106 degrees. The back 9, once those frozen marks start setting in, we're going to start feeling real
Cool
well.
down to 105.
Yep. Gets a little cooler out there. There's a couple trees out there we can hide under. That
Brutal.
boy's doing the big stuff this weekend though. I might hitch my wagon to Dave.
Let's go. I'm going to Montana. Going to Whitefish.
Who you going with, man?
KJ will be there. Friend of the show, Jake.
Is KJ driving?
No, I think that's.
It's a long drive.
I have no concept for that.
It's a long drive. It's a really long drive, but I could see him doing that because he is a drive boy. He drove down here every day.
It's probably a very scenic drive.
I hear it gets pretty boring.
Oh,
I think there's a period where you're pretty much just driving straight and there's nothing going on.
I know nothing about that part of the country.
well, I'm gonna be there. It's my first trek up into Montana, and I think Friday we're whitewater rafting. There's a music festival in town under Big Sky. I think we're going to go to that. And I'm supposed to play golf Saturday morning. So pretty excited. We'll see.
And that's just an absolute lads weekend.
Booking a flight to Montana was difficult from Austin. I booked it through a service, a booking agency. And like I'm hoping everything went okay. It says I'm confirmed and everything, but it seems weird. It seems weird not to have contact with the airline, and just I know that's really lame. I sound very old, but it feels like I'm going in a little blind. But
This lineup is better than the lineup for ACL this year.
Turnpike Friday night.
I'm not the biggest Turnpike guy. People know that about me. There's some good bands in here, Dave. I did see Trampled by Turtles in concert once.
I feel like I've seen them too.
They're good. They're a good band, but a drunk guy in the crowd ruined the concert for me. So I didn't really get to enjoy it as much as I wanted to.
What was he saying? I want to shake your hand.
No, after every song. I'm in Solana Beach, California. Very chill spot. Probably a lot of, guys out there wearing Chacos and stuff.
Hell yeah.
After every song, tell me like Trampled by Turtles, bluegrass band. After every single song, the dude yelled "America" and put his beer in the air. Every single song yelling "America." I was like, dude, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
It's gotta go. We're not doing that.
What is this? TFM and
What fucking year are we in, buddy?
Uh-oh.
America.
Arch is trending with a lot of tweets. Are you worried about this, Dylan?
Oh, is he flipping
No,
to
it's
Texas
about,
State?
It's about Mike Farrell, man.
Dude, I think
Big dum-dum.
But yes, I did buy Chacos just for this trip.
for the whitewater rafting.
And I'll probably wear them to the festival too.
You should. Dude, that's when you know you're a Chaco guy. If you wear them to the festival and then you take them off after and your feet are all dirty, but not under the Chaco straps.
Is that okay?
That's a vibe.
I'll take a pic.
That's a vibe.
I'll send it privately. I don't want that getting out there.
I'm trying to do as little as possible this weekend. Outside of Saturday, where I do kind of want to step out. But after the meetup last weekend, after how I've been feeling, I think I just got to take it down a notch. I'm also leaving town the following weekend, so I just feel like I got to keep some in the tank. I don't know. Maybe I'll take the yak out with my Chacos.
Dude, hang out with your boy, dude.
Dylan didn't mention that he was doing anything with his Chacos this weekend.
I said I'm going to that meetup.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the meetup.
You should take the canoe out.
Maybe I'll ooh. Can you point me in the right direction? I fucking hate this tweet.
Tweet's still up.
My tweet's better. You see my tweet? I quote tweeted it. Go like it. @WillDeFreeze on Twitter. I said Tiger's about to have that dog in him. Do you get it? Because it's a hot dog.
Right.
It's good. It's topical.
Yeah.
It's topical.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That's classic Will, man.
Oh, do we even have like an F1 race or anything this weekend? Maybe I'll just dip into the Tour de France.
We watched it this morning. It's kind of a grueling thing to watch. Turns out riding a bike uphill for 4 hours at a time is tough. Very strenuous. And the people are they're too liberal with getting out there on the road. Like, but you back up a little bit. Give them a little bit of room. And maybe you don't need to like spray them with smoke or whatever. They'll have,
Dude, flares are
like
cool,
fog
dude.
machines.
Don't tell the flare guys to chill out. Flares are tight.
I'd rather see a Vuvuzuela.
No. Don't welcome those back. Yeah, I'm not doing much. I'm gonna enjoy it.
You're gonna link with me.
Yeah, we can link on Saturday for sure. For sure, dude.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
What I need you to do, Dylan, is to come up with a better alternative for Ryan and I that will make us think, oh my God, why would we even want to play golf in this situation?
Okay.
But you have yet to come up with that better alternative.
Okay, calm
So
down.
until then, I'm gonna rest on my tee time.
Okay.
I need to get my handicap up before I go back and play with my boys. I'm trying to get strokes. I'm just gonna type in some fake scores and get my handicap up before I go back and play money games with my boys.
You should.
Oh, dude, I shot a 120 yesterday. I'm struggling.
Y'all still paying that service to keep your scores for you?
Yeah. Yeah. Because the
Just
amount of
like
money
go on
that I
golf
win with my
trips.
handicap and the strokes that I get from my friends, like I pay for that in one round.
Oh,
You didn't see that coming, did
your
he?
move.
He didn't see that coming. And you walk up and you're like, I don't know, like how many strokes should I get? Like, all right, I'll take 10. Like you probably deserve like 14, dude.
Baby bro, you're
very
not
good.
keeping a
Not
handicap?
very good.
I wish I had. I'm gonna start workshopping my E impression.
Are you? Is that what people tell you? You're E.
Yeah, that's what my boys dubbed me
Dude, I
when we were
hated
all
E.
doing that.
By
I did
the
too.
time that
Everyone
last
hated
season
E.
rolled around, I was like so done with that guy.
He dropped a bag. He was like dropping the bag with Sloan so many times. It was like, dude, you guys need to get him out of your squad. Then they started turning on Sloan. No one turns on Sloan.
What's she up to?
Sloan?
I'd like to find out.
You think he ever called her slonkers behind the scenes?
No, I don't.
Slonkers.
What's up, slonks?
No, that probably didn't happen.
Emmanuel Shrikwi. She's Canadian.
You crushed that.
Creekway.
What's she up to? Has she been in anything lately?
Man, that's a great question. I will tell you, she has been doing some things.
Really?
Correct. Yeah, and that's where I'm going to leave it.
Cool.
As recently as this year, she was in Cosmic Dawn. Last year, she was in Die in a Gunfight. And then 2019, she was in The Night Before Christmas. Night spelled, of course, like a medieval
Man,
night.
she got that Super Troopers 2 nod, though. Good for her.
Did she?
Yeah.
Never saw
Okay.
that one.
I didn't either. I think it was crowdfunded. Kind of like the TFM movie. Dylan's favorite film.
Dylan hates that.
Is
Oh
your
my
name in the
God.
credits for it?
No.
That's an understandable question.
No.
She was in John Leguizamo's Pest. The
No, she
Pest.
wasn't. Was she
No,
really?
No, she
Was Lily Sobieski in there?
No, she
Was her little brother, the magician from The Bachelorette, in it?
We've done a lot.
Yeah. Should we get out of here?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.